Hey guys, welcome to my second episode of Road to Pro in the old school Scape servers. To start off this episode, I'd just like to tell you about a quick change that I'm doing. It's nothing huge in the series, so don't worry about it. Instead of doing like specific goals that I'm going for, this is just basically getting to turn into a progress series. And I'm going to have goals, but they're not going to be like as specific as they were before, where I introduce them at the beginning of the video and things like that, because there's just so much to do in these old school servers, and it's just so fun that I don't want to be working on one specific thing to make it boring again. So just thought I'd let you guys know that, but I do have lots of progress ready for you guys. So hope you guys will enjoy the video, and let's get into the video now. So first off, I decided to go to the Stronghold Mazes and get me my free 10k coins, and this is definitely good because 10k is a substantial amount of money. It's very good for starting out with. I brought some shrimp that I got for free at the fishing spot, and I only did the first three floors because I didn't want to risk dying with my 10k coins just to get some boots that have no use other than cosmetic appeal, which are in the fourth, because the most you can get is 10k. And then with that 10k, I spent some of it on a mithril pickaxe, and then the rest I spent on this staff of water, and I spent the rest on runes to train my mage, getting free cast XP. Here I was safe spotting the guards behind this rock, and I was able to get all the way to 13 mage plus. Like, in 13 mage is the most important because it gets you fire bolt, which is perfect for quest bosses, which you'll see later in the video. I take full advantage of it because it's so good. And so yeah, this was pretty fun. I'm definitely going to continue to train my mage because it's such a good skill right now, and I need to get high alching in the future for free money. I guess it's not really free, but it's money. And yeah, I'm also going to be training my rune crafting so I can make runes, but for now I'll stick to buying my runes while I'm at a low rune crafting level. After getting 13 mage, I decided to do some quests because they're so useful at low levels to get you free XP and levels. Starting off, I did the Restless Ghost, which is super easy as it is a free-to-play quest, and I got 1k per XP, which was enough to get me to level 18. Or is that a 13? I don't even remember. Doesn't really matter though because it doesn't unlock anything good. Next, I did one of the gnome quests. I think this one is the Tree Gnome Village, and this was a really fun quest. It's nice having the safe spot. It's kind of fun, and then you've got like, it's a somewhat short quest. As you can see here, I screwed up because I'm a noob. Got the nice lovely stars going for you. And I had 2 lines of protection. No, that was not supposed to sound as dirty as it did. But, and so it was really fun because I don't know, the boss fight's just fun. And, I mean, it would have been a lot more fun had I done it better. And using mage on this is, like, really good. When you look at my other boss fights, I use mage for the most part. It works great because it hits really high. I'm only 18 mage when I'm doing this fight, and you can see I'm hitting 7s and 8s, and it also allows me to attack from a distance. As you can see, like, when I'm doing these fights, I level up in mage, and right there I got 19. I'm using fire, bolt strike, whatever the lowest one is, and it works great. Shout out to Greg, shout out to Greg for helping me be my safe spot. And then I helped him be his safe spot, so no, I'm not just selfish and greedy. And then at the end, we do this little ritual thing, which is a bit weird. The spirit tree looks like crap in this old 7, but that's okay because 07 is older. And then 11k attack XP gets me to level 30 exactly, and I get the gnome amulet, so that's cool. And after that, since I was already pretty much here, and I went to the Tree Gnome Stronghold using the spirit trees, which are really helpful, and I did agility. And I found out how terrible these pipes are. These pipes are awful. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, like, seriously, I wanted to quit the game because of these pipes. I mean, you just stand there forever. It's such a bad design. But anyways, I did agility until level 25, and this was for the next gnome quest, which would be the Grand Tree. And this was another fun quest. You'll see that in that boss fight in a second. So yeah, the pipes are terrible. And I remember before I did that, I did Witch's House, which was another really fun quest, once again using Mage. I died at this place once because I thought I brought anchovies, which are absolutely terrible. I thought they were better than shrimp, and they're not. And I didn't realize you couldn't safe spot the first two forms, so I was like running around tanking, like, where do I safe spot these guys at? And then I realized you don't. So I lost like 150 mind and air runes, which wasn't too big of a deal because I made these through rune crafting. And then I found out how to do it right thanks to my friends telling me how to do it, and it was a pretty fun boss fight because if you screw up, it's not like one hit KO. And it's like, I just love the game mechanics in 07 because, like, you have to be completely stupid in order to get stuck behind that sack. And like, seriously, it's just great. I mean, things are so easy sometimes. 21 mage there, didn't realize I was in the clan chat, so it's kind of awkward. And that unlocks low alch, which I will not be using, so. And then after that, I gave him the ball back, and I got my HP XP, which got me to level 26. I did this specifically for a waterfall quest, which you'll see me doing later because those, like, moss giants hit a lot. And now for the fun part, Grand Tree. Took me a few tries to get the safe spot down. I was getting destroyed. So I had to pause the recording and go look at Sorak's guide because Sorak is like 07scape. Amazing, like, he's just so good at it. It's kind of crazy. He finished Desert Treasure today. Ridiculous. And so I finally found it out, and it was another quick and easy boss fight because Mage is so overpowered at these low levels. I guess it's not really overpowered, it's just so good. Once again, I get like 3 Mage levels in this. Get like all the way to level, there's 22 right there. I get like 25 by the time I'm done with this. It's great. It took me a couple tries to finally get this guy to come attack me. I was like freaking out, like, oh, I don't want to die. I don't want to lose all these air runes and crap. And I didn't realize that if I talked to the dude, that he wouldn't send out the demon. But I finally figured it out. So yeah, another good boss fight. I like how they have safe spots in so many of these boss fights. And then after that, we go to the king. The humans are not attacking. I'm trying to tell you that the whole time. He wouldn't listen to me. So I had to search the route. And I got it on my second try, which is good because these routes go all over the place. And then I give it to the King Narnode Shireen dude. Finish the quest after this long what did they call it? This long talking thing, whatever. Forgot the word, but finish that, and I get a nice sum of attack XP and agility XP. I got to 31, and then I also got to 38 attack. By that time, my combat level was in the 30s. And then I did the waterfall quest after accidentally getting washed out the first time. It was pretty awkward, but I did finish it, and I got a nice sum of strength XP and got 30-something combat. So it was a good quest, and it was pretty fun. So after my big run of questing, I decided to get some food, and I actually did this food part before I did some of the quests because cakes were the best food at the time for me because I had such terrible fishing and cooking. And I was stealing these cakes in the arty market like a lot of other people. And I did this until I got 20 thieving, and I got a nice amount of food. And once I got 20 thieving, I was able to steal silk. And this is pretty much the best money for me at the moment. It doesn't involve any trading with other players, so I don't have to go to Varrock West and the trading worlds and spam and wait for somebody to trade me. I just have to sell it back to the dude, and I get like 60 GP per piece of silk, so it's pretty good money, probably like 20 to 30k an hour. And here you can see I had to bank because you have to bank the silk, because if you try to sell them to the guy after stealing it, he gets mad and says, "You're the one who stole from me." And then he gets the guards on you. He gets real mad. So you have to wait a half hour to an hour before you sell them back to him. But it's not that big of a deal. So you just kind of go running back and forth from the RD bank and sell them your silk. And by the time I was done, I had a 13k cash stack, which in this game's a pretty big deal. I was able to buy a good amount of stuff with that. And I also got a lot of thieving XP, so I'll continue to do this to get more money in the future. Also, while I was doing my thieving, when I'd get tired of that, I was mining tin ore in the Varrock, what is this, West mine? It's a smaller one, and I was mining tin here because it's relatively close to a bank in this game. It's only so close you can get to a bank. I was using my trusty bronze pickaxe that I got from Tutorial Island, and then I also was mining copper because I wanted to smelt them into the bronze bars. I did this in the Lumbridge Swamp mine, which it probably would have been easier to just mine both of them in the same place. And then later I made these into bars at the furnace, and I got my first smithing level is probably level 5 or so, not very high at all. Didn't really matter, but I did have some bronze bars to make into stuff. And then once I got 15 mining, started mining iron at the bigger Varrock mine, and this wasn't too bad of a speed, but there was way too many people. But I did get a few bars, and then I later made these into iron arrowheads, which I still need to make into iron arrows, but my fletching level is too low, so I'll have to train that later. So that wraps up yet another episode of Road to Pro. I'm getting some progress. I'm not, so wrecked or Eraser Gaming or Alkin or anybody. I'm not rocking a D scimitar or anything like that, but I'm getting there slowly. I'm working on Monkey Madness. I'd like to get that done in probably the next 2 episodes, hopefully. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope there was more progress than in the first, because if there wasn't, then that was probably a problem, because I got nothing done in the first episode. And if you guys like this series, please give it a like, because it just lets me know you like the video. I guess that's what it's there for on YouTube. So thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode of Road to Pro Old School Scape Edition.